So most important thing in this matchup is just the play draw. Literally. Snyder can kill on turn 2, potentially. And Nick is going to need to use his Thoughtseizes here to really stop that from happening. Oh, it looks like Nick is on elementals. I take that back. This matchup is actually 0-10. Nick is in a rough spot. He is in so much danger. Nick is probably dead. Actually.
It won't let me start a prediction.
What the heck?
Oh, that's okay.
It said
Don't worry. I'll tell the prediction to him. This matchup is free. Do not predict. If you do not vote Nick Calvin wins, he will not win. If he does, then go crying home with the whole pot. Leading on a Utopia Sprawl here with Nick Cowden.
Okay, don't vote for that one.
Don't vote for that.
Well, so we've literally been doing it for weeks. It's like, who will win the match? It's literally tagged 37 times.
Yeah.
And I hit it, and I put the matches in. It's like, yo, this name doesn't comply with our thing. And we're like, what?
Yeah, no, it's just hashtag Twitch things, What are you going to do? All right, so, oh, man. It's going to be really hard to read Snyder's hand because most of his hand is lands that turn upside down. Now, Cowden's got a pretty good start here with a turn 2 Teferi, which means Snyder is going to have to kill him in one turn.
It was Charbelcher. They did not like Charbelcher.
Yeah, Charbelcher. Well, that's not that. It's not, like, violent.
It's apparently violent.
Kind of sounds dirty.
Charbelcher. Yeah, well, you're going to hate, what's the name of that card? Maggot Rack?
That card.
That one, yeah.
How we feeling about that card?
Well known. All right, so it's interesting that Cowden is sitting here with his mana open because he's got a bunch of ways to deal with creatures, and Snyder does not play any creatures. He plays 0.
Right.
And Snyder is just lining up for a kill here, as you can see. He's gonna. Okay, so this is a card called
Recross Paths.
Recross the Paths.
Gotcha.
So what it does is it basically says I'll reveal my deck until I hit a land, and he does not have any lands. So, and then it says put the rest on the bottom in any order. So that means he gets to order his entire library. So he goes 3 mana, order my entire library. It's like a really, really disgusting doomsday. And from this, Snyder's going to take a second here to order his library because he has to look at his hand, he has to look at the top of his deck. And what's more important here is Snyder can use miracle cards like what's the name of the one that's Wheel of Fortune, which just has miracle on it.
I can't remember.
Yeah. But it's a miracle Wheel of Fortune for 2 mana. He can use that to generate a bunch of cards in his graveyard and just start comboing off.
Yeah.
So this is really bad.
Reforge the Soul.
Yeah, Reforge the Soul. What's more important here is as the spell resolves, these two players are going to clash. Clash means reveal the top card of your deck. And if it's higher CMC than your opponent's top card, you can put that Doomsday card back in your hand.
That's not the right window.
Okay.
I was like, turn that didn't look right, buddy.
I gotta say, you guys have got like top tier tech over here. I see 2 the buttons. What do you call those things? Button
Stream
pads?
Deck?
Stream Deck.
Oh,
I see 2 Stream Deck.
But this is a Stream Deck and this is a switcher.
Switcher for audio or
for the video.
Cameras.
Gotcha.
So we can switch to that camera, that camera,
really know
and
your
that
stuff.
camera.
I'm over here like, yeah, man, those buttons look shiny. What happens if I press this?
Yeah,
You don't mind if I ruin your entire fucking
I'm so excited for when we get in the new stream room. People are gonna walk in and be like, what is happening?
Going on here? I just want like a bigger table to play on. That's all I would want.
Yeah, so so obviously you can see the new room. There's
If I look at chat, by the way.
yeah,
So I can answer some questions. Or
So we
whatever.
have a window there, and then we have another one which is going to be representing like this window.
Yep.
So we can see out, and we're gonna have a long table, so we can actually have 3 matches set up,
Gotcha.
and there'll be a camera above each one,
Nice.
and then hopefully
The only
it's
thing
more.
like I said, the only thing I want is a big table. Because
Yeah.
the wider the room, the better.
Yeah, which is gonna be like how you'd play out there.
Nice. That's good. Yeah.
So it's gonna be that size.
So yeah,
If it's 2 crunch, then it's only gonna be 2.
yeah. But
Or we'll
as
have
you
another
see,
one.
Snyder has a Belcher in hand. He just needs to hit the thing. Snyder has to worry about. Do you mind if I look at Caldwell's list or Caldwell's
Oh, yeah.
list? I need to look at it.
Oh, so you're out, right?
Yeah, I'm out of there. I already dropped. Okay, so give me this. Give me that.
So there's Belcher, and I do not have his list.
Oh, you don't have his list?
I mean, I do. I
yeah,
do.
you gotta find it.
There's 4-color elemental.
Yep. Thank you very much. What I'm checking here is if he's got any way at all to deal with the, and it looks like he doesn't. He has 4 Ephemerate, 4 Utopia Scroll, 4 Prismatic Ending, 1 Ren 6, 4 Risen Reef, 3 Teferi Time Raveler, 2 Endurance, 4 Omnath, 4 Solitude, 4 Muldrifter, and 3 Fury. He is dead on the board. There is nothing he can do about this combo. If he had a Force of Negation, it's a different story. But he's going to cast now. Goodness. It's basically a card that just says 1 red, 1 triple red.
Yeah.
Make 7 mana. You can only play 1 more spell this turn. The 1 more spell that he's going to cast is a Charbelcher, and he's going to activate it.
Ironcrag Feet.
Yep. Ironcrag Feet. And he's just going to one-shot him. And do you mind if I check that sideboard real quick?
Yeah.
I guess put in some sideboard guides. Now, the Charbelcher is interesting because how do you sideboard with a Charbelcher? And that's a good question. I have no idea. How does he make tokens again? Well, he uses a card called Pact of the Titan, which is 0 mana, make a 4/4, and then at the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 5 mana or you lose the game. Not this version. This version does not run a Stony Silence, and to be honest, I don't think Stony Silence is very good at the moment. I think Pithing Needle is pretty much better in most respects. Not only because they can kill you on turn 2, but also because you need to... Pithing Needle is just so much better against everything else. There it is. That card is not balanced. Did you know you can just activate it again if they like give themselves hexproof? You just kill them.
Like in response or something?
Yeah, in response. You're just like, all right, do it again. Also,
Wait.
you know what's really funny?
Doesn't it tap?
Yep, it does tap. So I'm saying like, oh, I did this and they gave themselves hexproof. You can just be like, all right, that's cool. By the way, you get to stack your deck because it also says put them on the bottom of your library in any order. So just like with the other one, you can stack your deck very easily. So when Snyder keeps a hand, you should best be scared. But Cowden's obviously got that Force of Negation in his hand. You can see it. But Snyder is, he can just buy time. As long as Cowden isn't like drawing a million cards off of Risen Reef or something else, it is not hard to really... Yeah, Charbelcher is pretty cheap. It's closer to 500-ish, but the sideboard cards are really expensive. Should I move to this seat?
Sure.
I'm hyped for this pizza coming in. I can't believe you did that. He's nuts.
Yeah, he's
Really nice guy.
generous, yeah.
Okay, hopefully this is a little better audio. Yeah, I don't think this is winnable, but we're gonna see. Yep, he's gonna make a treasure, and if it wasn't obvious before, Cowden's hesitation on whether or not he wants the treasure token to resolve should say volumes about what Cowden has in his hand, which is a Force of Negation.
What's that card that Nathaniel just cast?
Oh, that is it's 1 mana, make a treasure. Here, I've got it for you. Oh, what are you doing? Strike it rich. Dude, why do you guys know all this stuff? And I'm over here like
I'm
the
crazy,
modern
yeah.
legacy player, and you guys are like, oh, you mean this card that was printed once in like 200 years ago? Yeah, oh yeah, that one?
Yeah, that one.
And you guys don't know about Maggot Lick or what?
That's what I'm saying. You'll
Y'all
play a
don't know about
card
it. Y'all-
that's been in the format for like years and I won't know it, but you're like a random common for
Random-
mix
yeah,
two
true,
or
that's exactly
uncommon.
what it
Like,
is.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, dude. Well, the problem is Snyder's all in Japanese here because he's flexing on us. Cowden's gonna have a rough time here.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. I assume that, all right,
Oh,
that's 4 mana
jeez.
now. He's just going to play the Charbelcher and see if Cowden wants to Force Negation that. And he is. And it's over. Wait, oh my gosh. All right, so he's packed in negationing. So that means at the beginning of Snyder's upkeep, he has to pay 5 mana or he loses the game. Snyder probably has a ritual in his hand.
And he can,
So he can just play the ritual.
Yeah,
or I
I
don't
was
think
gonna
he's
say.
made a land drop this turn either.
No, I don't think he has.
Yeah. If since he hasn't made a land drop this, yep.
Yeah,
So
spike- yeah, I was
he's
gonna
just
say,
gonna
that's
kill
all
him on
spike
his
too.
upkeep. And there's almost nothing he can do.
That's so gross.
No, it is so he's beyond dead. There's nothing he can do. He can nah, that's it. It's over. Pack it up. There is not a single Oh my god. He is beyond dead. Yeah, I mean, look at Snyder. He's ready to see it. It doesn't matter. He can't have it. He has to have artifact. No, it doesn't matter. The second force negation does nothing.
Oh,
As soon as the upkeep trigger happens, he's just gonna shoot him for 1,000,000. Wow. Yeah, Teferi Bounce does get it. Thank you, Skip Spas. That's correct. He would lose instantly if Teferi bounced it.